Well, let's move on to the next topic. And this one's about the AI images and AI videos and really when to use them and when to not use them in your business. And really, this is where things get exciting because the content nowadays, some of it can get really tricky. It looks real. It can be deceiving to your customers. So talk to me with the AI generated stuff nowadays. Like, is it misleading your customer?
I actually don't need to spend too much time on this. I have a pretty I'm open-minded, but I have a pretty set rule about this. We just talked about it. Your videos, your photographs of your products, your offerings, everything has to be real. You have to be real. Like you can use AI to ideate. Like for example, when we do product photography, I'll be like, hey, here's my product. Give me the different angles that would help the customer. And it'll go in and it'll tell me like, okay, use these angles for this, this, and this, what you want to do. But then the products that we actually click are real. So the product photography that you see on our, like on MakerFlow, every picture on MakerFlow for the product photo is actually a real photo. And I think this comes more in handy whether you're doing photo, whether you're doing this, or this. As far as your digital assets go, that those are your digital assets, your AI video, or I'm sorry, your images, your videos. My take is very simple on that is those have to be real. Do not listen to anybody that say that I can create an AI generated this out of anything. And I will tell you why. I have a very long, way of thinking about this. I think there will be a time, whether it's 1 year or 2 years from now, where these big LLMs or Google or one of these people is going to come out and basically say that there's so much AI slop out there. We're trying to look for the most authentic content to serve our customers because these 5 people have generated this AI video and all these AI videos or all these AI products show 5 different things. There's a 5% difference in each video. I don't know what the real product is. So I think in 2 years or a year, there's going to be this entire, thing about we're only going to feature or we're going to give the most weight to what is actually real. So I feel that being real in those aspects is the most important. So if you're doing it for your brand, if you're doing it for your voice, if you're doing it for your likeness, keep it real and don't use AI. Use it for ideation. I'd say that the only line that the gray area I would cross is you have a real photo, and if you want to change some backgrounds and use a little bit of AI, you can kind of delve into that. But I personally don't even like doing that.
Yeah, that was maybe my next question was some people are kind of mixing the two together. Well, I've taken a real product shot on maybe just a white background and then, all right, can I use AI to put that into, a workshop theme for the hammer, or can I put a tumbler by the beach, for the summer sales? And so if you're mixing those two together, I think it's definitely
the gray area.
It's a gray area. It's usable, but the product alone has to be real.
Stand on its own.
You can't just create products that are just made out of AI and try to sell those to a customer, because last thing you want is them to get it and be like, well, this didn't really look like the picture I thought I was getting.
Yeah.
You could just use it to really improve and enhance the real image that you already took.
Correct. Now, the other place you could use AI in your videos and your images, which I don't mind doing, is the team here uses Descript, right? And we'll come out of this podcast or we'll come out of a live and we'll use the help of AI. Again, these are things you don't see, and do editing. The customer doesn't see the editing, right?
Yeah, it's the back end, like you said.
It's the back end. So it's very simple. What you see, what your customers see and what they don't see. What you don't see is the editing, right? So we use Descript, and it won't manipulate me, meaning my likeness, or it won't manipulate the video. It'll just edit the video but everything is real. It'll overlay text, which is totally fine because I would be going into editing software to do that anyways, right? So this is still reality, and you're just overlaying, which is fine, but it's not changing what's real. And I think that's what's important.
Yeah. And I think you mentioned this. I like using AI to give me concepts of visually what angles do I need for this product for my customer to better conceptualize how it's going to be delivered to them. Mm-hmm. So it'll recommend maybe like, I didn't think of shooting the inside of something, showcasing the pockets, or I didn't think about shooting the corners of the wood box that shows the interlocking mechanism of how that wood box was made. So just ideating through the images that it gives you was very helpful for me.
Yeah, I think one place I learned that is we had our USP document, which is unique selling propositions, right? All the unique things about our product. And for the tumblers, we have like a long list of them actually. And I'm like, okay, these are USPs, based on professional photography and the shots that you take with the professional names of the shots. Tell me how I should take like the product angles in the photos. Well, one of our USPs for our tumblers is welded bottoms. And what that means is that at the bottom, where the basically two tumblers are welded together, there's like a little plate that goes in that we put in so it looks clean. Well, we've switched to welded bottoms, which means that they're like permanent. Well, the funny thing was on MakerFlow's website, on majority of the tumblers, we do not have a picture of the bottom. And so when I put all that in, it gave me it was like, oh, you got to show the bottom if that's your USP. And I was like, wow, I'm such an idiot. Of course, like if that's a USP, I have to showcase it, right?
Yeah.
But I just didn't think of that because we have so many photos to take, right? And if you still go to the MakerFlow website, the bottom pictures for most of our products don't exist. So this is where it really helps to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
But the pictures will be real.
Yeah.
They won't be, fake. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what it means by what you don't see, which is what all we have to do, the organization, the list of things, and then what you do see, which it's going to be real. It's going to be a real photograph. It won't be manipulated.
Yeah.